What's up, everybody? It's Rashid and Christian here, back with another banger video. And today's video, I do want to discuss why you shouldn't use debit cards all the time. Like, debit and credit, that's a big conversation. Some people are, the pro credit cards, and some people are pro debit cards. Like, you got the people that just like real hardcore Dave Ramsey, I'm gonna say that. They all believe debit the only way, cash is the only way, but I'm gonna just be real with y'all. It's really not. Like I said, you're losing out on points you could be getting, cash back you could be getting, all that stuff. And the thing is, like, you have to take advantage of it. That's why I would say, like, the problem is it's two sides of the spectrum. Some people with credit don't take advantage of all the stuff they have, and some people on the debit side, they're just getting ripped off. Cause like, why would you? Let's say, for example, like you got a card, like it's an Amex Gold to get you 5% back on dining. So why would you, instead of you going to a restaurant paying with your debit card, why would you not use an Amex Gold and get something back? See, the problem is people just, honestly, I say that a good rule of thumb is just to pay it off. Like as soon as it reports on your not on your credit, but as soon as it reports on your account that you see that it's on there, that's when you pay it. I say with credit, use credit as an extension of your debit card account. Look at like whatever balance is. If you got $1,000 in your personal checking account, that's how much you got in credit. It's not if you got $10,000 in credit. Oh, I got $10,000. I'm finna turn up. I'm finna go to Miami. Finna go for the weekend. No, it's not that. If you got only $1,000, that's what you got on your credit card. Only use what you have available to you so you can pay it back. And that's how you don't get ripped off of credit cards. Most people just do get ripped off, and it's like I said, it's both sides of the spectrum. You got people getting ripped off of credit card, people get ripped off of debit card. I'm gonna let you chime in on that, throw some knowledge on that.
Yeah, and another way you could also look at it is like by cash flow. So if you know that your cash flow is going to be $5,000, and let's say you only have $2,000, it would be okay to spend $5,000. If you're sure that
you're gonna make that
cash flow will come back.
Yeah, it'll come back.
So credit really helps with cash flow. The ups and downs of cash flow.
It does help.
Yeah, it kind of fills the gap, especially for business owners.
Facts.
You know, if you want to get some inventory or you got to make a purchase on something or cover something. It's also really good to have a business credit card. Because you're able to separate your
business expenses from your
personal. Yeah, exactly.
What you want to do.
Yeah.
And like I said, you need to. That's a great thing to do. That you just mentioned that. Yeah, separate your business expenses from personal expenses. And like I said, credit cards, they're not a bad thing. Like, and also like I said, if you get certain cards, you get benefits and like I said, certain category. Like I said, I'll tell you about that rent card they got called Built. And you can pay, and most of y'all pay rent. Why would you not? It's like one of those things. I feel like, why would you not get the points back if you're already gonna spend the money anyway? So I mean, yeah, people can say, oh well, you probably spend more if you get a credit card. Well, that's a logic fail. That's we just made a video about ignorance tax. That's an ignorance tax. That's a logic fail to ignorance tax.
And that 5% that you're losing every time you swipe your debit card at the grocery store.
Yeah. I mean, most people be like, oh, yeah, well, 5%, that ain't a lot, but it adds up over
that's
time.
A ton.
It adds up over time.
Let's do the math on it.
Yeah, you know,
on $500 worth of groceries for you and the family, that's $25.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's $25 back. I mean, out for the money you was already going to spend. Like, I know that's how some people look at it. They be like, man, a reward point, that ain't that much. It don't add up. Or okay, let me tell you something like this. I think about the miles that you could be getting. Like, say, for example, you're getting a card that like I say, if you, I love talking about the Amex Gold. It's a real good card. Amex Gold, like you can, you get those points back from all that dining and supermarket shopping you're doing. You can also transfer them points out to like airlines and hotel partners. And if you do that, guess what? You probably can end up getting a free flight. And if you do this for like a year straight, I guarantee by the end of you gotta get at least one free night at a hotel or one free flight or something like that. So it's like, why wouldn't you do that? Don't y'all like free stuff? Y'all don't like free stuff. We all like free stuff. So like, if you're already gonna spend the money, go ahead and use a credit card side, and you get protection benefits too. I want to talk about that.
Goodness.
Yeah, you get so much protection benefit. You try calling your bank trying to get some money back. It's a hassle. Like I said, I'm not finna call out a bank that's near us, but I'm gonna just say Stone. If you know what I'm talking about,
is it for real a hassle?
Oh yeah, it's a hassle, bro. Trying to get some money back if you ever get ripped off or scammed or something like that, because it does happen.
So is Amex pretty lenient?
Oh yeah, they're pretty lenient. Yeah, and they give you like purchase protection. Like I said, all you really got to do, they really don't ask too many questions. I mean, don't do nothing stupid with that. What I just told y'all, but if something does happen, they will give you money back. It's more easy with a credit card to get your money back.
Navy Fed's pretty lenient too.
Navy Fed is lenient. Yeah, a real good credit. Like I said, because I'm all for that. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all this: like, you just need to be earning something, regardless on whatever you got. Cause like it's a debit card out here too. I want to tell y'all about that earns 1% cash back on everything.
Which company?
Discover.
Oh yeah, Discover's solid.
It's online, so it's an online bank. It's no physical branches.
That's
but
fine.
I do want to mention that too because I don't want the debit people to feel like they're losing, but you are losing.
The debit people,
y'all not losing. Like I said, it's certain things you say you should do with a debit card, certain things you shouldn't. It's just like, for example, like now, I guess I was talking about rent. Like it's a card that's for rent, but if you don't have that card, do not pay rent with a credit card because you're gonna get charged fees. Like they tax you for that transferring the money this certain way and getting into like money orders and all that. That's interest. Like I think it might consider it cash advance or something like that. So
it's 5%.
Yeah, cash advance fees are tough with credit cards right now.
It just depends on who you're using. Navy Fed doesn't charge a cash advance.
They don't charge a cash advance fee. Yeah, some of these I think Amex does. They charge a cash advance fee a little bit, but it's not nothing too crazy. Some cards are just outrageous with it. But yeah, if you like certain things, bills and stuff, certain ones I wouldn't recommend putting them on certain credit card because they might have fees and stuff regarding that. So like I said, it's a use case scenario for it. I wouldn't say like I said, you trying to save money? Yeah, of course. Keep some of your savings account. You know, you keep down your debit card account. You trying to do like some extra savings and stuff. I recommend that. But at the same time, if you are looking to get like straight up benefits out of the best benefits you can get out of anything, I say you got to dive in a credit card. Just be responsible, and that's the problem with most people. Y'all just are not responsible, but y'all can learn. Like it's ignorance tax, and we all have to pay that, man. Like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody first credit card that balled out. It happens. Like it does happen. I'm not gonna sit here and say y'all not gonna pay the ignorance tax. We all have to pay it eventually. Like some people ball harder than others. Like I mean, some people playing like Kobe out here. I'm talking about they going to every store. They balling out. They be like, oh yeah, I'm taking this girl on a date today. Put that card in there, and then the whole time they can't even pay it back. And that's where the problem comes along with credit cards. You just gotta know how to use it. Once you develop that mindset and know like, okay, this is like I said, like you can use it for like what you were saying too. Like if you know you're making like it's like cash flow, like what you were saying, like cash
flow.
Yeah, for cash flow. And so you can use it for that too. Like say if you know you're gonna make $5,000 a month guaranteed is coming in, then I don't have a problem with you using it for that. And like just knowing, okay, well, let me go make this purchase, get this little inventory or whatever I gotta do because I'm gonna have that cash flow coming back. I just got a problem with people doing it the bad way. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with credit cards. I just want to sit here and say that on this video. It's nothing wrong with credit cards. 70% of Americans do have trouble with this, but if you're a part of that 30%, nothing wrong with it. Like I said, if you know how to spend it correctly, you save a lot, you gain a lot of cash back, points, miles, all that. So why wouldn't you take advantage of it? And that's basically all I got for it, unless you want to throw something in it.
Free money.
Free money, man. That's the thing. Like, who doesn't like free money? Y'all talking about everybody else trying to get. Let me not go political. That's
you just got to make sure that you're not carrying a balance.
Yeah, just make sure you're not.
That's how you get screwed.
That's how you get screwed. Yeah. Like I said, like some people they do that, and it's just not. It's not the best thing to do. I'm saying that carrying the balance. Now, if you got a business credit card, some people do their business startups with that. That's a little bit different because it doesn't report on your personal credit. But if y'all taking y'all personal cards, say y'all go to Navy Fed, Navy Fed, give me $10,000. Let me go do what I need to do. Let me go buy this, buy that, and then you got in the end of the year you got $5,000 on the card or $8,000 or something like that. You can't pay it back. Now the interest eating you up. The introduction period is over. That's your fault.
I know somebody that he was supposed to get a huge check, like $20K,
and they were gonna pay all that all one.
He got back from deployment and he was living like a king, bro. He was going out to the club every other night.
He was
always inviting all of us out, like, bro, come on, let's turn up, and all this stuff like that. Going on all these dates and stuff, maxed out his credit card like $20K in a year, and then the check never came because pretty much the paperwork and everything came back, and they decided that he didn't qualify for that check, and then he was just stuck with $20,000 of credit card debt with interest,
and they just messed up his life right there. Now he bought the fit. Crazy, and that's that's a great example of why you shouldn't do that. Like I said, you need to. I will say, like I said, if you want to talk about business cards for a little bit, like I said, it's okay because to use it a little bit for startups, but like you gotta, it's risk management at some point. Like that's very risky. You're just depending on a $20K check to come in. that you probably didn't even know like if it was guaranteed or nothing like that. You just say, oh, well, they told me that one time it's gonna come through, so I'm gonna just ball out and hope it comes. And it didn't come.
Right.
So that, like I said, in those situations, like I said, it's all about risk management. If you got 20,000 on a business credit card, so I feel like maybe 1 or 2. If you want to like start small and work your way up. Don't be like balling out and spending more, like, because like that stuff gets kind of sticky, and that's all about risk management. So like I said, if you're going to use credit cards, just make sure you to invest. If you're going to use credit cards to invest, just make sure you know how to properly manage that risk. It is very risky. I will say that, because once some interest rates of 25% start coming through, oh my God, 25%. Shoot, people don't pay that on cars and houses, bro. 25. Oh my God, they trying to keep you in debt.
Well, think about it. Most people only get historically 9% at best on their stock market returns. So think about how good of a return the bank's getting. They're getting, they got billions of dollars at 27.
And like I said, that's some little gems for y'all too. That's why they do that. Like, they do that because they know that y'all are not going to actually use the cards for what it's for. They know y'all gonna get
the bonus.
That's why they keep giving it to you. The bonus
is like a bait.
Yeah, it's a bait. Like they're some of these credit card companies are the best marketers I've ever seen, bro. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you get this, you get this, you get this.
How many things in the mail do you get every week about credit cards?
Because like I said, and that's like I said, this video ties into a lot. It ties, like I said, credit versus debit, financial literacy. Because y'all need to be financial literate. Y'all got to understand, like, that's how they make their money. These banks are targeting you. They literally are, because they want you to sign up for their product, because their product, and they know. Like I said, if they got statistics that 70% of Americans have credit card that are going to pay in their favor. The odds are in the bank's favor, but you can stack the odds in your favor by not doing that. Like you could actually use a card for what they're used for and actually reap the benefits. I feel like the banks lose money in that situation.
They do.
They lose money if you're actually using it for the right stuff.
Yeah. If you pay off your card,
they ain't making nothing. They just giving you the card.
Lose money. But the thing is they're okay with a few people making money.
They just don't want everybody doing it.
Yeah.
So like I said, if y'all happen to stumble upon this video right here, you're in luck, because we just told y'all how to actually use these cards to your advantage to get the benefits and stuff out of them. Don't be one of those 70% of people, because like I said, once you dig a hole, that hole, is hard to get out of it. Like I said, you keep, but like I said, it's also a learning curve too, because ignorance tax. Now you can just keep being ignorant, keep digging a hole, and never strike a oil or something like that. Or you can actually, turn around and do something different, or go to a different business venture. That's an example.
Unfortunately, some people keep ignorance tax on their life, on their finances their whole life. Fact. And you go, your ignorance tax is really your credit score determines your ignorance tax.
Yeah, so you see people that got 300 credit scores.
Yeah, well, if you got a 500 credit score and you're paying 20-something% for a car, the difference between your 500 credit score and your 700 credit score, where you have a 5% car loan, that's your ignorance tax difference. We just talked about that. We want to throw that in there real quick. Another thing that I want to talk about is like the banks, they use the casino method, excuse me. So the casino method is pretty much they don't mind paying out a few to collect from the rest of them. So think about it like this. If you got one credit card and you got 1,000 members and you got a 5% cash pay, you got a $500 bonus, you got all this stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't care about paying that out.
With only 20% of the people actually use it and pay it off, and they get their 5% and they don't incur any interest. But the other 80%, they get their 5% and they're proud to get their 5%, but they carry a balance of 25%.
Yeah.
Well, the bank's making 20% on you, which is amazing to make. Imagine 20% returns in your portfolio. You'd be a millionaire at $500 a month in like 10 to 15 years.
Oh my God.
So that's why banks make so much money.
Yeah, that's what y'all don't understand. See, he opened y'all minds up to that. Once y'all look at it from that perspective, you'll start seeing, oh, okay. The bank don't care to give you 5% if they know, like, on a spread that they're gonna make 25% off of all these people. Like, it doesn't matter.
That's where the bonus comes in. The bonus that these banks offer is the bait on the hook, and it gets people. And then what most people do is they bite and they stay on the hook, and they get taken for a ride. But what smart people do is they come by, they just bite a little bit of the bait.
They get that bonus, pay it off.
The greedy people, they honk like a bass. The smart people, they're minnows. They're taking little bites of it.
Yeah, and they do what they got to do, and they reap the
they live to swim another day.
They live to swim another day.
The greedy, there's a quote: pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Keep on eating, keep on filling up, and being greedy, don't get slaughtered.
Right.
The financial markets, the business, everyone. There's a lot of people that are out to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
There's geniuses that graduated from Stanford and all these other smart places, Harvard, on social media.
Oh, they're trying to get your money.
The odds are not in your favor as a consumer. You can stack the odds in your favor.
You can stack the odds in your favor. And like I said, hopefully by watching this video, y'all learned that.
Yeah.
You can stack the odds in your favor, take advantage of some of this stuff that's given to you. Like I said, take the little bites out of it. And get like I said, welcome bonuses. If you're doing that, like I said, it's good because what smart people do is, they be on I know some people, they'll go to they'll just go from card to card to card. Oh, this card give me 90,000. Okay, let's spend the 3,000 here, pay that back. Okay, boom, I got the 90,000 points. That's a couple free vacations. Mm-hmm. Let's go here, do the exact same thing. That's how smart people move it. See, the people that's trying to be like the bastards, fight, and they still in. That's how you get fighting.
Paying off that 27% on that. Only paying the minimum payment on that $10,000 balance. Man, whenever I was at Wells Fargo, I saw a lady. She came in. She had $10,000 credit card bill. Her interest was 27%, and she was only paying the minimum payment. And it was literally like every month she was paying about $270, give or take, towards that. And she was wondering, why can't I get it paid off? Why does it just keep on coming? And guess what? No one ever taught her what interest was, what APR was. So she was stuck with this bill for years. And I sat her down. I was like, okay, this is what interest, this is what APR is. The interest rate is a percentage of your total balance, and then you'll pay that. And then it adds onto your balance. So you got to pay off more than your minimum payment. And, she learned. Hopefully she did something with it. But, at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that so many people don't know interest in APR.
It's a shame. But like I said, what y'all can do is you can pay down that ignorance tax by doing some research.
Increase your credit score.
Increase your credit score. If y'all need help with that, New Horizons. I'm not just saying this for a promo. I'm being real. New Horizons. Y'all need to go tap in. If y'all need y'all credit fixed. Like I said, you can pay down the ignorance tax. Ways to do that. Also, internet money is a way to pay down the ignorance tax. Come learn from us about how to start a business.
Increase your income
and all that kind of stuff. It's ways to pay it down. Once you pay the ignorance tax down, some of this stuff that they throw at you, you'll turn it down, or you actually just take the benefit of it. You'll be you'll go from the ones that being the bastards fighting in to being like, okay, let me take my little bites out of this and this and this, and let me just run it up and do what I need to do and collect my points here, collect my points here.
Live to swim another day.
Like I said, I want y'all to learn credit is not bad. Don't let nobody tell you that it is bad. It's only bad when you use it for the wrong reasons. Like I said, and it's like I said, with credit, it's a lot of people with ignorance tax. There's a lot of financial gurus on YouTube with ignorance tax, and they try to teach y'all a way that's gonna put y'all in debt. I ain't gonna call them by names out on here, but I'm gonna just be real. Some of these people, if y'all pay attention to financial YouTubers, some of them are sketchy. I'm gonna tell you that, especially with credit and stuff like that. So that's another thing I want to just tie in before we end this video. Don't listen to everybody online, please don't, because some of those people are sketchy. They do scams. They want you to buy into their course that don't provide value. Most of them do that. So I'm gonna be real. So don't take and somebody start telling you stuff too good to be true. They be like, oh, you could get this much amount of money by signing up for this. No, it don't work like that. No, if you don't have good credit, most of the time these business loans and all this stuff, they're not gonna improve. They don't tell you that. They be talking about folks on YouTube like, no dog, $50,000. Okay, yeah, but if you actually want a no dog loan, you need to have some A1 credit and credit history for them to just approve you
some revenue.
And some revenue. They don't tell you all that kind of stuff. I said it's ignorance tax. And you'll learn that too. You can't just follow everything on YouTube University. Like I said, we talked about this in our podcast episode, so make sure y'all go to Florida Entrepreneur and watch the podcast. But y'all need to start getting mentors and stuff, like actual people locally that are trying to do the stuff that you're doing or are there. Your friends need to be people that's trying to do stuff too. Trying to actually, better sell business, stuff like that. But you need a mentor that's already where you want to be at. And that's how you level up and stuff. That's ways to pay down this ignorance tax. Read all the time. Make sure y'all read and try to increase your knowledge. That'll pay down the ignorance tax. Learn about credit. it's books on credits, all kind of stuff. Like once you start learning what interest and APR is, you'll avoid it at all costs. We don't pay interest. Mm-hmm. You know, why would we pay interest? That makes no sense. And like I said, y'all don't even know what a balance transfer is. Pay down the ignorance tax, guys. That's all I gotta say. But like I said, before I wrap up, credit's not bad. Debit's not bad either. But like I said, you just lose out on a lot of stuff if you're not using the credit cards to their advantage and like, you know, what they give you. But we're out of here, y'all. Y'all be safe. You know, if y'all need more information from me, you know, check out my Instagram, Sheeski, TikTok, rashedjacksonn. And where can find you at?
Yeah, New Horizons Credit on Facebook, and then also Christian Kirkley, Christian spelled with an O, Kirkley Kirkley, and TikTok is my middle name is Xander Xander Kirk Kirk 136.
All right, y'all, that's dope. Let's see y'all on the next one. Let's do it.